Hi, good morning. Today we are going to prove our main theorem of Galois theory. Once again, I am repeating the statement of the theorem. Let K be a finite normal extension of a field F with Galois group G of K over F. For a field E where F is a subfield of E is a subfield of K, let lambda E be the subgroup of G of K over F leaving F fixed. The lambda is a one-to-one map of the set of all intermediate fields E onto the set of all subgroups of G of K over F, and following properties hold for lambda. First one, lambda E equal to G of K over E. Second one, E equal to K over G of K over E, which is equal to K lambda E. For H is a subfield of G of K over F, lambda of EH is equal to H. Index of K over E, degree of K over E equal to modulus of lambda of E, which is equal to degree of E over F, which is equal to actually the number of left cosets of lambda E in G of K over F. And the fifth one, E is a normal extension of F if and only if lambda is a normal subgroup of G of K over F. When lambda is a normal subgroup of G of K over F, this condition holds. And the last one, the diagram of subgroup of G of K over F is the inverted diagram of intermediate fields of K over F. So what we are going to do is first we prove the first one. Okay, already we have proved. Now, then we prove second one. Then we prove fourth one. Then fifth one. Then sixth one. Okay, and in the final stage we will prove the third one. Okay, so in today's class we are going to prove the second one. That is E is equal to K over G of K over E. Once we prove this is equal to this one, this is equal to this one, then clearly using this result, this is equal to K over lambda E. Okay, so to prove this, what we have to prove? We have to prove E is a subfield of K over G of K over E, and K G of K over E subfield of E. This is enough. Okay, so but we have one result in our automorphism section. Just to go through that theorem, we have this theorem. Let E be a field and F is a subfield of E. Then the set G of E over F of automorphism of E leaving F fixed form a subgroup of the group of all automorphism of E. And furthermore, we have this result. F is a subfield of E is a E over G of E over F. So here we take E and K. So E is a subfield of K. Using this result, what we get? E is a subfield of E over sorry, K over G of K over E. Replace F by E and K by E. Okay, so we will get E is a subfield of G of K over E. E is a subfield of K over G of K over E. We have this one. Now to prove this, what we have to prove? We have to prove the next part. K over G of K over E is a subfield of E. So to prove this, every element of G of K over E is also an element of E. But we have to prove, if you take any element in this set, we have to prove that element is this set. Okay. So we are assuming the contradiction. We assume that there exists some alpha belongs to G of K over E and such that alpha not belongs to E. So we will arrive at a contradiction. So our alpha is in K over G of E over E. Okay. Now, what is G? We have K over G of K over E is actually set of all A belongs to K such that sigma of A equal to A for every sigma belongs to G of K over E. K over G of K over E is actually set of all A belongs to K such that sigma of A equal to A for every A belongs to G of K over E. Okay, so if some alpha is equal, alpha belongs to this, it means clearly some tau or sigma of alpha equal to alpha for every sigma belongs to G of K over E. Okay, so we are assuming this condition, and let beta be a conjugate of alpha, and correspondingly we have conjugation isomorphism, this one, and psi of alpha beta of alpha equal to alpha, and psi of alpha beta leaves every element of E fixed. Okay, and that is sigma psi alpha beta of A equal to A for every A belongs to E, because psi alpha beta from E alpha to E beta conjugation isomorphism, and with this such that psi alpha beta of alpha equal to beta. Okay, so now this we have this condition, so we have by isomorphism we can extend this I alpha beta. By isomorphism extension theorem and its corollary, we can extend psi alpha beta to an isomorphism tau from K onto a subfield of F closure. Okay, because E is a subfield of K. Okay. Okay, here we have to correct this, I think. Here, okay, F closure. Okay, now psi alpha leaves every element in E fixed, so therefore tau also leaves every element of E fixed. Since F is a subfield of E, tau leaves every element in F fixed. Now as K is a normal extension, tau is a automorphism on K by our result. Okay, because a normal extension means separable splitting field. Splitting field means every isomorphism is an automorphism. Okay, now tau from K to K is an extension of psi alpha beta, so that tau of x equal to psi alpha beta of x for every x belongs to E alpha. Okay, now tau of A equal to psi alpha beta of A for every A belongs to E. We have that result also. Okay, now which implies tau of A equal to A for every A belongs to E. Tau of A equal to A for every A belongs to E. Here we have tau of A equal to, as tau is an extension of psi alpha beta, tau of A equal to this, which is equal to, that means tau of A equal to A for every. Thus we get tau is an automorphism on K leaving E fixed, which implies that tau belongs to G of K over A. Okay, clear? Once again, this K is a normal extension, this tau is an automorphism, and for this automorphism we have defined tau of x equal to psi beta of x for every x belongs to E alpha beta, because tau is an extension of psi alpha beta, and tau of A equal to psi beta of A, and this is true for every A belongs to E, which implies that tau of A equal to A for every A belongs to E. Okay, so this implies tau belongs to G of K over E. Now tau of alpha equal to psi beta of alpha, which is equal to beta, and alpha and beta are conjugate, they are not equal. Okay, beta is a conjugate not equal to alpha. Okay, so tau alpha is equal to beta, which is not equal to alpha. Therefore tau alpha not equal to alpha. This implies alpha not belongs to K over G of K over E, because if alpha belongs to K over G of K over E, we get sigma of A equal to sigma for every sigma belongs to G of K over E. Here tau belongs to G of K over E, therefore tau of A equal to A for every okay, for every A belongs to K, that is tau alpha equal to alpha for every alpha belongs to K. But here tau alpha not equal to alpha. This implies alpha, that is a contradiction, and that implies alpha, sorry, K over G of K over E is a subfield of E, because here we get alpha not belongs, so that means that is a contradiction to this statement. That means K over G of K over E is a subfield of E. Therefore we get G of sorry, E equal to K over G of K over E, which is equal to K over lambda of E. Now here one more thing we have to prove. We have to prove lambda is 1. That means to prove lambda is unknown, we have to prove lambda of E1 equal to lambda of E2 plus E1 equal to E2. Let lambda of E1 equal to lambda of E2. We have to show that E1 equal to E2. By property 1, lambda of E1 equal to lambda of E2 implies G of K over E1 equal to G of K over E2. G of K over E1 equal to G of K over E2 means K over G of K over E1 equal to K over G of K over E2, which implies that E1 equal to E2, because by property 2 E1 is equal to K over G of K over E1. From this we get lambda is 1 2, because we have proved this one. Okay, that means E1 equal to K over G of K over E1. Okay, lambda is 1 to 1. Now moving to the fourth property. Fourth property is very simple. Once again I am going to the statement. What is fourth property? We have to prove that degree of K over E equal to cardinality of lambda E. Similarly, degree of E over F equal to number of left cosets of lambda E in G of K over F. Okay, so moving to fourth one. What is given? K is a finite normal extension of F, implies K is a separable extension of F. Also, K is a splitting field over K. Now, K is a separable extension of F implies K is a separable extension of E, and E is a separable extension of F. That means index of K over E equal to degree of K over E, index of E over F equal to degree of E over F. Now, as K is a splitting field over F, K is a splitting field over E, because this is a splitting field over F means there is a polynomial f of x in f of x. Okay, but as f is a subfield of E, this is a polynomial in E of x also. That means that is a splitting field over E. Therefore, cardinality of G of K over E equal to index of K over E, because it is a splitting field over E. Okay. Now, as separable extension, this is equal. That means cardinality of G of K over E equal to degree of K over E, and a degree of K over E equal to this one, that means which is equal to cardinality of lambda of E. Now K is a separable extension of F, K is a splitting field over F, therefore we have this condition, and a separable extension implies this condition, and we have index degree of K over F is equal to degree of K over E into E over F. Therefore degree of E over F is equal to K over F over K over E. K over F K over F equal to index. Okay, index K over F equal to divided by index K over E. But index K over F is G of K over F. That means G of K over F over G of K over E. G of K over F over divided by lambda E, because G of K over E is lambda E. And this is actually number of left cosets, because if G and H are finite, cardinality of G by cardinality H is the index. Okay, therefore index that's equal to index of G of K over F over lambda phi. Okay, so we have discussed two properties. That's all for today's class. In the next class we will discuss about fifth and sixth. Okay.